Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final part of my Shadow of the Hedgehog coin toss playthrough. Last time we made it through Cryptic Castle in the Doom, and now here we are in Iron Jungle. I'm thinking we'll probably choose between the normal mission and the dark mission, because the hero mission, helping Omega destroy the egg balloon, will take us to Cosmic Fall. And the thing is, in the very first attempt we did at this last year, one that didn't get uploaded, Matt made it to Cosmic Fall. Thing is, I want a little bit more of a new flavor. So we're either gonna do the neutral mission and go to Lava Shelter. That will be Tails this time, just to switch it up a bit, or we're gonna be helping Eggman and going to the Black Comet. That one will be heads. Right? Here we go with the flip. It's Tails. We're going to Lava Shelter. So we're just going to be ignoring both Eggman and Omega here, just destroying everything, not giving a damn. I still can't believe we're fighting the Egg Breaker twice in one playthrough, because the Egg Breaker, spoiler alert, is the boss that you fight after this level. We already fought him after Cryptic Castle in the last part. So yeah, we're neutral. We don't give a damn about morality. We're just here to kick ass and take names. I can't remember if I have the 5 key door opened yet. Or at least all 5 keys. Actually, let's switch it up. There's a weapon we haven't yet used. It's the Omochao Gun. It's the weapon you unlock from beating Lava Shelter. Or getting one of the Lava Shelter endings. It's essentially just a gun that ricochets off walls. And I think off of enemies too. Let's see. Yeah. It's quite useful. Ironic considering it's Omochao, who's just annoying and mouthy most of the time. Heavy firepower weapons. So long, Omochao. We're going to be fighting the shadow androids with this. This level in Lava Shelter, or Hot Shelter, no, not Hot Shelter, that's Sonic Adventure 1, Lava Shelter, are the only levels where the shadow androids show up. And what you just saw there is Chaos Control in action. Probably the only time I'm going to use it, unless I end up getting the hero mission for Lava Shelter, which is essentially getting to the goal ring. No matter what ending we get, though, Shadow will think he's an android. Which is pretty dumb in hindsight, but... fun fact. Fun little fact. When I first played this game, when I was 8 years old, I didn't know that there were branching paths. I just thought you found multiple characters throughout the level and they just followed you for no reason. Or just to follow you around. I got the neutral ending. And I don't know what little kid me thought of it, but in hindsight, I remember thinking that was kind of underwhelming. I'm sure 8-year-old me thought that deep down in his head. Here's a little turret. You're going to be using these things a lot in the level air fleet, especially, because you're using them to take down the president's plane in that level. Yeah, at this point we've used all the special weapons. So I'm going to take the healing gun and just use it to heal the gun troops. And that jump was very well timed. Oh. We're just going to keep going, actually. This level's pretty quick. I don't give a damn, Omega. In this game, he's voiced by Jeff Kramer and not John St. John like he was in Sonic Heroes. Though he does sound pretty close. Much, much closer than Matty Blaustein's take in Sonic 06. And marginally closer than Vic Mignogna's take in games like Sonic Forces. So yeah, pretty short level when you're just going for the goal ring. And the hero mission is broken in half with the shadow rifle since it's so damn overpowered. It's not killed. The egg balloon isn't killed in one hit like the enemies are, but the shadow rifle certainly cuts down its health much faster than any other weapon in this level. Besides maybe like the Gatling guns, which are a really, really useful weapon. And you'll be using them quite a lot in the Gun Fortress level, which is the level that you play before the true dark endings. Which sadly we didn't get here, because Gun Fortress is a pretty fun level. Just to just go nuts in with the dark meter.
Shadow and Omega? Why, you traitors! You two are
Longtime viewers will know that I used the audio in this cutscene in a little parody of the Amazon Fire Phone back in like 2014. That's such an old video.
Yes.
Those were different times.
You and Omega are my creations. But you betray me as you stand.
No, Eggman is lying. Eggman is lying through his fucking teeth. You did not create Shadow. And you know it. So does Omega, even. Except he doesn't let loose that he knows it. Okay. Remember how I said in the Cryptic Castle fight how you could take this guy out like super quick? Here I am doing that. Okay. How long was that? That was 19 seconds. For me, this is easily the simplest egg breaker fight in the game. Look at Omega doing the little ballerina twirl. Pirouette. Like Eggman's Egg Fighters would later do in Sonic Unleashed. But seriously though, 19 seconds. That's incredible. That's like the length of a Sonic 2 boss. So yeah, this cutscene right here, or at least the environment that it takes place in, Iron Jungle, is the only real place where it would kind of make sense. Because of Eggman's lies that he's feeding Shadow. Shadow thinks he's an android now. Thing is, this can also occur after beating the hero mission of Air Fleet or the dark mission of Space Gadget, which neither of those levels feature Eggman. Even if you've done your best to avoid Eggman completely throughout this playthrough, he could just show up out of nowhere as a just random detail. You could play through Westopolis, Glyphic Canyon, Prison Island, the Doom, and Air Fleet, not find Eggman at all. And then he just comes up out of nowhere after finishing the hero mission of Air Fleet. It's stupid and random, and a prime example of why the path system in this game could have been much better and made much more sense. Oh, oops. This level's got a lot of rail grinding. Anyway, I forgot to pause at the beginning because we need to flip the coin for our final mission. Heads will be Eggman, tails will be Omega. Here we go. Tails, we're helping Omega. So we're just going for the goal ring. Omega shows up in the boss. Like this is the only ending path where both the hero and dark boss are the exact same. No matter which mission you complete here, you fight the egg dealer. It's still considered a different boss in the stage select though. So I think you've got to A rank both of these if you want to unlock expert mode, which I still have not unlocked to this day. I'm close, but I don't know if I really care.
What are you doing?
I'm just destroying your machines, Eggman. That's all I'm doing. But yeah. I forgot what I was saying. I was talking about the egg dealer. Yeah, that's right. Omega helps you no matter which version, technically, of the fight that you're playing. But he only shows up in the cutscenes of the hero ending. So if you do the dark mission, he just kind of shows up during the boss fight and leaves. No explanation given. Other than that, he was in the level. Oh, that was a close call. I usually jump just in time for the extra life. But there I almost fell, so... Thank God I didn't. Here's where the path branches. Normally in the dark mission for this level, you're activating those generators and making the lava rise, because apparently Gun has Eggman's base surrounded, even though they don't show up anywhere in this level. Hell, the 5 key door has one of the Black Arms alien saucers, and they're nowhere to be seen. So that's perplexing. Maybe he stole it from one of them? I'm not too sure. They don't give an explanation, it's just a random little detail. I just noticed we don't have any Dark Score. Dark Score is kind of hard to get in this level when the only enemies you fight are Eggman's robots. Also, that was a very, very quick run of the level. Which this part will probably be the shortest, because both of the missions here were goal ring related. Hopefully we can deal with the egg dealer pretty quickly. Dealing with the egg dealer. Perfect. And then watch the credits. And I can get to editing this all together for you guys. I don't think I'll be doing another coin toss playthrough after this. At least for Shadow. I might join Austin if he does one, because he's... after this playthrough goes up, he'll be the only one out of the 3 of us to have not done one. So maybe if we have another in-person meetup, if he's feeling up to it, I might join him for co-commentary on that. Can't say for sure on Matt because he just moved to a different state. So, yeah, here's the line. One of the main reasons this game was rated E10, in addition to the numerous uses of damn. And a cut use of piss by Sonic. Fun fact. It was in the script initially, but I think I've heard Jason Griffith say he didn't remember recording it. Which I should also mention, I guess other than Sonic Rush, this game was the very first game that the 4Kids actors got to act in. Because before this they had only acted in Sonic X. They've got some small lines in Sonic Rush, which I think came out around the same time as this, if not before. But it being a handheld game, especially for Sonic, like there's much less in the way of voice clips. Sonic Advance 3 was the exact same way. Okay, we're gonna catch up to this son of a bitch. Chaos blast him to hell and back. Squeeze one more out of it. Also, you don't want to let Eggman stop the slots here, because sometimes it'll like just, it won't have any effect. But with the egg pawns, like it does there, that's the only one that he specifically can activate. The missiles and the bombs, both Shadow and Eggman can activate. The rings, I've never had that happen before. The halfway dead animation happened right before slots are matched. Or at the same time, rather. But yeah, only Shadow can activate the rings, and he's also the only one who can activate Shadow Fever, as you saw before. But yeah, you don't want Pawn Fever because that just makes enemies show up and they rain on your parade. He's smart and he goes the other way. You think you can trick him by like going in front of him and then he'll go closer to you, but he doesn't do that. For a scientist who was stupid enough to build a machine that can attack itself, literally, he was smart enough to not let. He was smart enough to avoid Shadow when he gets crazy with Shadow Fever, or at least try to avoid him. Yes, end on Missile Fever. You could say he built it to test his shadow androids with, but still, he didn't account for it backfiring on him, obviously, when the real Shadow fought him. Perhaps he was hoping to bring Shadow to his side, obviously, but as shown when you beat the Dark mission of Lava Shelter, Shadow doesn't give a damn about any of that. He just wants the emeralds, and he wants his own android empire. Without Eggman. Literally without Eggman. Like, he karate chops him to death at the end of this scene. Just watch. So you got 6 Chaos Emeralds and a Spirit Bomb, Shadow. What are you going to do with them?
Got all the Chaos Emeralds.
I made you.
Lies!
This is how you repay me?
I am Shadow Android, the ultimate.
One of only 2 endings where he says that.
created by
Every other one is Shadow the Hedgehog.
You may have created me, Doctor, but I will now lead this empire, and androids will rule. This is who I am.
Eggman, target acquired.
Look here. Omega locks and loads.
Goodbye,
But it's unnecessary. Because Shadow did the job for him. Unless he plans to shoot Eggman's dead corpse, which... why? Why would you do that? Producer Yuji Naka. This was one of the last games he worked on. I think he left midway through Sonic 06. But yeah. Jun Senoi is still the sound director. Yeah, that's Shadow the Hedgehog, and that's one of the Android endings. Pretty stupid stuff. But at least we didn't run. At least I didn't run into too much bullshit here, like Matt did. Mad Matrix and Lost Impact were truly something else. But I didn't come anywhere near those sons of bitches this time. Being the levels. In fact, I strayed pretty far from them. I was on the dark path for 3 solid levels, then came back to the neutral path and stayed there till the end. I expected more turns, honestly. Maybe that could have happened had I made Cryptic Castle choose between the Dark and Hero. Maybe the flips could have been from higher up and changed the stakes a bit. But this was not bad at all. I mean, aside from the Doom, I mean, even that went pretty quick. Again, having the healing gun makes that mission, that hero mission, a lot less of a struggle. Believe me. English character voices, yep. They only voiced for the series until late 2009. Or I guess early 2009, technically. Because, I think that was when Black Knight came out. That was Jason Griffith's last real role, because Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, I believe those were recycled clips. Mostly from Sonic 06, which is especially weird in Shadow's case. Because he like starts the race and says, "Who are you?" It is so half-assed. It's insane. So we're seeing the CG cutscenes on the left, at least those that aren't part of the last story. And I noticed "Never Turn Back" was credited in the vocal tracks. I don't know if that shows up if you've gotten these endings before if you haven't unlocked last story yet. Because if it does, then that's partially excellent foreshadowing, you know? Because it tells you Crush 40 has one more rockin' song. Depending on what cables you're using, that shot of Shadow there holding the gun, you might not be able to see his mouth. You can see like his mouth frame, but you can't like see where it closes. Kind of odd. So yeah, that was my coin toss playthrough. I'm not exactly sure what I have planned next. I know I'm going to be doing streams on Twitch of my gaming backlog, so look forward to that. As for video series, I have one in the pipeline. It's an odd one, but I think it'll be fun. I'm Jinzo Fighter, and I will see you guys next time.